Hey there, and welcome to episode 5 of the Timespent Show with your host, Sam Marks. And here we are on the overhead. I'm going to start with 2 coats of acrylic gesso. There's that first coat, and then I'm going to sand it off screen in the garage to avoid getting dust all over my camera. There's that second coat, spreading out that gesso, and here we are moving on to a light teal going around the edges, then a little bit of white in the middle and spreading that out. And I'm about to start pouring acrylic mixed with water. It's some blue and then also a little tiny bit of red to get that purpley color. We're going to zoom in and we're going to watch some paint drying. And here we are. This is the paint drying segment. It's a little bit shorter of a segment this go around, but some cool stuff did happen. 8 hours later. And here we are 8 hours later. So I'm going to zoom in real quick just to show you what's going on. As you can see, it's still clearly very wet. It's definitely still wet to the touch. I only tried once, and then I was like, hey, maybe we should wait another couple hours. 4 hours later. So here we are in the grid section. This is a 2-point perspective grid, and that first vanishing point is in the bottom right-hand side of the screen. So just filling in all those lines that connect to that first vanishing point. And then I'm going to pause it once more. And there's that second vanishing point on the right-hand side next to my right hand. And if you want to go back and look at either of those 2 vanishing points, I put timestamps in the description of where I highlighted both of them. So just finish that second vanishing point. Moving on to the ink time lapse. As is the tradition of this show, the tradition that I've established over the previous 4 episodes, and what I will continue to do, is that this is the moment for everybody to take a breath, including myself. Maybe I shouldn't record the breathing. I think I'm going to stop recording. So let's just watch this together and breathe together. And here you can see me starting to redraw that grid with ink. And a mistake is coming up. Here it comes. Right about here. No, here. Okay, see there's a quick jump in the progress of my grid. I was very frustrated that I didn't hear my camera shut off. It has a short internal memory, and so after a while it shuts off. And I had my headphones in and I didn't notice. A staple of this show, I think, is that I'm going to try to call myself out on my mistakes, because I don't want to be that guy that's like, everything's perfect all the time, because it's not, and I make a lot of mistakes, and I think that that's part of the time spent. I think that part of my time spent is making mistakes, and fixing those mistakes. And in this case, I couldn't go back in time and re-record that. So we're just going to keep moving. We're still going to finish the piece, and we're still going to have awkward outro time in 3, 2, 1. Cool beans. So there's another week gone by. Another piece of art, and another awkward outro time. Thanks again for joining me this week. Catch you on the flip-flop. Peace.